For more than a decade, Taylor Swift has been ruling the Billboard charts. By now, her success is not measured with what spot her song will get. It is now decided by how long it will stay at #1 position. She came as a teenager, and despite how media often ends up ruining teenage pop stars, Taylor has emerged to be even more popular in her 30s. Now, we'll take a look at every aspect of Taylor's life, be it her high-profile relationships or multiple controversies with her contemporaries. Hello everyone, and welcome to True Celebrity Stories. Today, we will discuss all about Taylor Swift's life and her career. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Also subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss any updates. Early life. Taylor Swift was born on 13 December 1989 in Pennsylvania. She came from an affluent family, as her father was a stockbroker from Merrill Lynch. Swift was also passionate about performing arts, be it singing or acting. When she was young, she took part in 4 Berks Youth Theatre Academy productions. After hearing a song by Shania Twain, Taylor knew this was what she wanted to do in life. She sent demo tapes to the record label in Nashville, but they got rejected. Then she realized the music producers must receive hundreds of demo tapes of aspiring artists covering famous songs, so she decided to stand out by working on something original. Soon, the RCA Records gave her an artist development deal. She was the youngest artist signed by Sony-owned RCA Records, but had to leave it. She felt they weren't ready to take a chance on her. All they did was giving her lessons, but nothing was being materialized. So she decided to quit, as she felt these were her prime years to be a music artist. Beginning a prolific career. In 2005, Taylor caught the eye of Scott Rasheta. He was in the middle of creating his independent record label, Big Machine Records. After hearing some of her original stuff, Scott decided to sign her and made a deal with her to own the rights for her first 6 albums for good. At the time, there was no other way for artists to make it in the industry without giving the rights to the big guys, so she did the same. In 2006, her first self-titled album was released, and because the company record was new, she ended up promoting it all on her own. She mailed the CDs to different radio stations and opened for the Rascal Flatts. The album created an impact, with Taylor winning regional awards and many appreciating her songwriting skills. But her breakthrough came with her second album, Fearless, an album that changed the course of her career. She wanted to be a country singer and didn't plan on trying to experiment with other genres. But with a country pop album, she tapped into a market that was unheard of before. Her writing was relatable enough for a young girl who was shy around her crush to someone who was experiencing a serious heartbreak. Songs like You Belong With Me and Love Story topped the charts and became the biggest pop songs in the world. In the coming years, she kept on transcending with albums like Speak Now, 1989, and Red. Songs like Shake It Off, I Knew You Were in Trouble, 22, Blank Space, and many more kept on adding to her impressive discography. Feud with Kanye West. Taylor became an icon among stars because she handled some of her public humiliations extremely gracefully. One of the biggest pop culture moments happened at the VMAs in 2009. The night was supposed to be a dream come true for Swift. The inclusion in this award ceremony was a testament to her arrival in the pop industry. Everything was going great. She even won an award for the best music video and had just started giving her heartfelt speech when Kanye West came onto the stage and interrupted her. He took the mic from her and said, "Taylor, I'm really happy for you, and I'ma let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time." As soon as he said this, the crowd started booing him and he went off the stage. Taylor also couldn't continue her speech, and needless to say, Beyonce was mortified. Later, when Beyonce won, she was gracious enough to let Taylor celebrate her win and properly give her speech. This moment made everyone took notice of Taylor Swift. Even those who didn't know her sympathized with her. Years later, after becoming a force to reckon with in the industry, Taylor very subtly talked about the importance of not letting people take away your moment. I want to say to all the young women out there are going to be people along the way who try to undercut your success or take credit from your accomplishments and your fame. High-profile relationships. One thing that is frustrating about being Taylor Swift is that the media loves to know more about the name of a new boyfriend than an album release date. Taylor's first relationship, which got high-profile coverage, was with Joe Jonas. On Ellen's show, she famously revealed how Joe Jonas broke up with her on a 27-second phone call. She told Ellen upon her asking, "When I find that person that is right for me, he'll be wonderful. And when I look at that person, I'm not even gonna be able to remember the boy who broke up with me over the phone. I I looked at the call log and it was like 27 seconds. After this, the press couldn't get enough of her dating life. After Joe, her chemistry was very appreciated with her You Belong With Me co-star. They dated for a while but then went their separate ways. The media had a field day when they learned Taylor Swift was going out with Taylor Lautner. After they starred in the rom-com Valentine's Day, they started seeing each other, but it didn't work out in the end. Taylor's song Back to December is said to be about the rumored couple. Her biggest breakup song, I Knew You Were in Trouble, is said to be about the One Direction heartthrob Harry Styles, with whom she had only gone for a few months. But the tabloids still didn't forget to mention their romance whenever they are spotted greetings in awards shows. For the last 4 years, Taylor has been silently dating Joe Alwyn, with whom she now mostly resides in London. Her opinion about the relationship days are long gone today. She values privacy over anything else. Politics within the pop clan. Taylor is a role model that many people would like their children to follow. She is original, creative, and talented. Most importantly, she is a bigger star comparing to her contemporaries, and even then, she didn't go wild. But even with such squeaky clean image, controversies often find their way to her. One such incident is when Nicki was blasting the VMAs for not being inclusive enough. She tweeted that her song Anaconda deserved to have at least been nominated for the Video of the Year award. If I was a different kind of artist, Anaconda would be nominated for the Best Choreo and Vid of the Year as well. It was fine until this tweet, but when she said, if your video celebrates women with very slim bodies, you will be nominated for the Vid of the Year. Many people, including Taylor Swift, assume this is about her video of Bad Blood. After all, Swift was nominated in 9 categories, and this didn't sit well with many people. After Nicki was done tweeting, Taylor tagged and wrote, I've done nothing but love and support you. It's unlike you to pit women against each other. Maybe one of the men took your slot. After being targeted directly, Nicki said that this issue wasn't about her and she also should be raising her voice for the lack of diversity in the nominations. Huh? You must not be reading my tweets. Didn't say a word about you. I love you just as much, but you should speak on this. Their feud didn't go on for long, but it got discussed a lot, mainly by entertainment bloggers blaming Taylor for her tone-deaf comments. The other big feud Taylor had was with Katy Perry. This all started when background dancers from Taylor's concerts asked to leave her tour for Katy's Prismatic tour. Taylor later accused Katy of stealing people from her instead of hiring new ones. Soon, the lyrics started talking more than they did. The biggest blow was Bad Blood. Taylor mentioned in an interview this was about a pop star but never named the celebrity openly. Everyone dissected it to be about Katy. When Katy appeared on James Corden Carpool Karaoke, she first time openly talked about this whole feud. She told Corden, honestly, Taylor started it and it's time for her to finish it. It's about backing dancers. It's so crazy. The great news is since then, the two stars have made up. It started by Perry literally sending an olive branch to Taylor, which she graciously accepted, and in return, Swift sent cupcakes to Katy. Now, the only thing the fans are waiting for is a kick-ass collab of these two legendary pop stars. The battle to claim her own masters. By now, everyone is aware of Taylor Swift reclaiming her masters of her first 6 albums. If you don't know, here's some recap for you. Taylor's first record company with Big Time Machine was taken over by Scooter Braun, who then refused to give Taylor any rights to her original work. Swift publicly talked about the whole incident where she even asked for a prize but Braun refused to give it. Then her work was resold to another company. They were ready to give Taylor an offer, but even with that, Scooter would have been benefiting from her songs, which she couldn't tolerate under any circumstances. The media was rife with speculations when the style singer came forward and released a detailed statement on Instagram. The whole note started like this. I simply cannot in good conscience bring myself to be involved in benefiting Scooter Braun's interests directly or indirectly. As you know, for the past year, I've been trying to regain ownership of my master recordings. With that goal in mind, my team attempted to enter into negotiations with Scooter Braun. Scooter's team wanted me to sign an ironclad NDA stating I would never say any word about Scooter Braun unless it was positive. But it ended on something that no one was expecting. She announced that she will sing, produce, and release all her first 6 albums again. This is the reason why you are seeing Fearless, Taylor's version, topping the charts again. She has requested her fans to stream the new version of her songs and not the old one. For years to come, Taylor will be known for this boss move instead of being someone who dated a lot of guys like how media wanted to portray her. If you're a Taylor Swift fan, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Also hit that bell icon to get the notifications. Stay tuned and soon soon, we'll come with more interesting videos.